I'm NightShade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
This is going to be a read for Libra.
All right, Libra, the Page of Rods.
All right, we'll have the Magician.
All right, let's see where the energies lie. Oh, the Queen of Cups, right off the bat for Libra.
Let's see.
All right. Libra is an air sign and a sword, but
That's a bunch. I'm not going to take that.
we want to say thank you to everyone who made a comment on our sassy lady. She's, I don't think she's doing better. NightShade thinks she is, but we get the results from all our tests back in the morning. And hopefully she's going to be okay. She's an older lady, and she does have a heart murmur. So she got, while we were away, she got sick. And so we came on back and took her straight to the vet yesterday morning. So anyway, just keep her in your thoughts. She's an old lady, but she's a small lady, and she lost 4 pounds, which is a lot for a small dog.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right, what you got there?
There's 4 Pentacles
All right.
next to that Queen of Cups. Oops.
You don't want to give up what you got.
Looks like she's got secrets. 6 of Pentacles. So there's a secret somewhere, and there's some kind of battle. Oh my goodness, for heaven's sakes. I'm not taking all that. These won't let me shuffle. Oh my God, I knew that 5 wanted to come out. There's 5 wands.
All right, 5 of Wands.
That's bubbling over.
Yeah, they're arguing about who can do it best. So, what is it they're arguing about? What have you got in the pot, Libra?
So Libra's trying to play their emotions super close to their chest and saying, I'm not going to let it out. I'm just going to be nice and balanced. And on the inside, it's actually bubbling over.
Yes.
On the inside, it's a whole lot to deal with. It's like the person has 5 different personalities all, there we go, nice and calm, because that 9 of Cups is at least it's calm after that. But this is somebody who just really wants to argue. On the outside, no, but on the inside, yeah. And it's coming out. Sitting on it for, wow.
Sitting on it for a long time.
Yeah, and it just builds and builds, and I mean,
Trying to keep it under control. But it looks like you made some type of, Libra made some type of decision, because they go from the boiling point to life on the beach.
oops. That is, it's coming out. Let's see what happens after the 9 of Cups, because it's,
All right.
like you said, at least that one's calm. It could just be that this person is getting their wish. It doesn't matter. There's 10 Cups, so that's going to go up underneath this Water Queen. So there's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's 10 of Cups.
That's your family card.
That's a real good culmination card to come, especially after the 9 of Cups. Let's see what we got. But look, this is just full of like unresolved issues and psychic senses. What am I trying? Like deep psychological things that are going on underneath the surface. This is about making problems bigger than they are. This is about boiling over. This is about acting like everything is okay, but in the end, it's exploding. It's like seeming like you're in charge.
Yeah, this is underneath, and this is on the
Yeah.
surface.
And this is underneath. Look, I always show everybody this card because All right, there's the moon. Okay, there's the kitty. What the kitty's actually looking at coming up from that water, that's the reflection in the water, is the big giant Black Panther. I remember Black Panther says big, huge, stalking, predatory things coming up. Underneath this, right next to this picnic. Wow. There's a big, huge thing coming up. So trying to keep your emotions.
Libra's lying to their own self.
Yes.
They're trying to pretend everything is all right.
Yeah.
Not just on the surface, but to themselves.
Yeah. And to everyone around them. And
yeah.
It's not. Especially with that right there.
So Libra's at the exploding point. It's boiling over and it's going to explode. So you've been holding some feelings in.
9 of Swords. Because this is just, it's about to, because now this person is getting up and it's about to be like.
You've been suppressing all of your anger, your anxiety, your right from wrong. You have a way you want to do something and it's not being done that way.
There's Hierophant. So again, trying to bring in some nice calm energies. Nice grounded Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies. Trying to bring these energies in to ground things. Excuse me.
The 7 of Wands.
And again, just going, no, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong.
You're fighting against yourself. Yes.
Nope, nothing's wrong.
Libra's got some pent-up
anger.
Anxiety.
That tells me it's coming out as like things breaking down, because when you have something like this with the swords next to it, it means it's coming out in nightmares and things breaking, because that mental energy is like that, like poltergeist energy. Things break, events happen, weird stuff happens. That Taurus is coming in and saying, just relax. And on the other side of Taurus, what do we have? It's a bunch of cards. I'm not going to take it. Again, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, and it's not.
You have got yourself in a predicament, Libra.
Yeah, 8 of Swords. There's 8 swords. So we're getting to the, like, you're really burdened. You're really burdened. This is a lot to play off. It's a lot to play off. And you can, it looks like you're committed to playing it off. It's like, I'm going to keep my cool no matter what. No matter what happens, I'm not going to show any emotions, no matter what. You're not, it's almost like somebody who's like in the middle of a really dirty, awful divorce, and the other person comes at him and says, oh my God, you're so fat and ugly and stupid. And the person's sitting there like, you are just not going to get to me. I don't care. I don't care. And what looks like peace is actually just numbness. It's just a numb, fucked up, stagnant, awful feeling that actually feels like this. Whereas you're trying to pretend that it feels like this and that you're in charge and that you're like a shining example for everyone to follow, right? You've got your feet on the ground, but what actually is happening is this is how you feel. So I don't know if everyone else is seeing you like that. Right now it looks like people are seeing you like this. 6 of Pentacles is what it looks like to me. But this is how you're feeling. This is how you're feeling. Sorry about my voice. It sounds worse than it actually is. There's 8 of Cups. Look at that. Oh. This needs to be, you need to abandon this. You need, somebody needs help. Somebody needs help. They need to purge this out of their system before this panther rises up and attacks them, because that can, remember, in, I don't know how much y'all know of like shamanic, old world, whatever, this Black Panther is a really big omen of dark black magic.
Oh yeah. The Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, you need to shake this off. You need to let it out. You need to actually open up and let it come out.
And it doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter what it is. If it's something that's making you feel this way, then you simply need to find a way to deal with it and get it out.
Especially if you've been holding things in for a really long time, because then they morph into something. So none of this may make sense to you at this point. You're just like, I am out of hand. I am just going to sit here and meditate, or I'm just going to sit here and pardon me, I'm just gonna shut down is what you did. You're not getting better because you're not feeling it. I mean, let me put this, you're not getting better, ... because you're not feeling it. So it's twofold. You're not getting better because you're denying that you're feeling anything, but also you're not getting better because you're not feeling it. This is not somebody who's working through feelings. This is somebody who thinks that by sitting on a chest full of feelings and keeping the lid on this giant black panther, that it can't leap out and get you.
And being the balanced person that Libras are.
Yeah. See, but look at the swords that you've got here. The only swords you have are 9 swords and 8 swords. The only balance you have to balance that out would be this 9 of Cups and Hierophant. These Pentacles are coming in saying you've got everything under control. But underneath it is the 5 of Wands right there.
And the 6 of Wands.
I mean, you actually... Ooh, there's a lot going on here. I'm going to take these. Now we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in with more Capricorn energy. And that's interesting that 6 of Wands is coming in underneath that Hierophant, because this is just, you have got to let this go. You have got to get up and walk out of that space.
You've got to let the devil out.
And 8 Cups.
You've got to release the devil. If you have to go out into the woods to do it.
Well, but most people don't do that because, especially in air sign, it's like, I don't want to feel like I'm out of control.
But go do it where nobody sees you. If you're so worried about being seen, then go out to a park, go out somewhere, let it all out.
7 Pentacles. Because if you don't, someone's going to get hurt here. If they haven't already. I have a feeling that that's like 10 cards I'm not going to take.
Family members.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that lurks around in the corner. When people talk about shadow work, this is exactly what they're talking about. When you don't deal with stuff and it sits and sits and sits and sits like this, and you sit and sit and sit and sit and sit on it and deny it, don't feel, don't feel, don't feel. I'm just going to sit here. Everything is cool as long as I don't feel. Everything is cool as long as I deny that I'm feeling anything and I pretend that everything is perfectly fine. You can do that. Look, because now I got 5 swords. So I've got 5 wands up there and 5 swords down here. Look at the swords on the table, Libra.
Mm-hmm.
This is you presenting as the Queen of Cups. Those emotions that you're holding close to your chest. The only swords you have in here, 9 swords, 8 swords, and now 5 swords. And you can even look at this and it looks like, look, I'm the winner. At what cost? You have driven people, and now it's going all different ways. And this 5 of Swords is a chaotic energy. It goes throughout the whole reading. Now you've driven people away.
The 4 of Pentacles.
You're sitting on it. You refuse.
Yeah.
This person is going to refuse until something bad happens. Gosh. This is a very dirty, ugly, lurking shadow at play. And this is not going to stop. Something's going to feel the wrath of this. It'll be whatever the weakest thing is in the environment.
Well, Libra, you need to do something. Spirit, can you show us as Libra is going to take this situation in hand and deal with their emotions?
Come on, Libra. Let's give. I wish we could give Libra words that would say, it's okay. You're allowed to feel, but this, but that's air signs. They can be really loath to people who, yeah, look, now we've got Gemini.
Temperance.
Excuse me. Now we've got Gemini, which is even more air coming in on the table. Choices. Look, you're going, this person is not making a decision. They're going to vacillate.
That's a Libra personality.
But that's the thing that is one of the major things that's causing the trouble in the first place. Is trying to look like you're just this shining example up here. There's you above. So here's these people right here, right? That's you're up here and you're just going, so you're going, see, when you could be going like this, you're going like this. Your head's above everybody, huh? You got a big fat head on your shoulders is what this is. This is somebody who's got a big fat ego too. And the fact that you think people look up to you because that you're in denial. You're in denial. I feel for you, Libra. You're in denial. You have you have this incessant, even to detriment, need to present yourself as somebody who is just completely above it all. Completely above everything, and on the inside you're paying the price because you're like, I'm just not like all those other people. It's not happening. I'm not going to be like all those other people. I'm not going to show it. I don't care. Y'all may get carried away. But look at me. Look at me with all of this. Look at me over here. It doesn't matter. It slides off me like water off a duck's back, and then all that's doing is rolling down your back, rolling down the well, turning into this huge scene with the moon here, and then what's coming up from underneath the surface. This is what comes from an incessant need for control, parameters, being better than everybody.
Yeah, you need to accept the fact that people aren't going to see things the way you see them. You're not going to see things the way they see them. You need to agree to disagree and move on. You need to let go.
But that is a point of contention, because just like you're saying, you need to agree to disagree and let go. But this person can't agree to disagree and let go. See, that's what they're like in this trap. This would be agree to disagree and let go. But then again, see how we went like that? It's like agree to disagree. No, because now again we're coming in with choices after all of this, like agree to disagree. Look what happens in this card with agree to disagree. No, this person says, y'all can think whatever you want. I'm taking it. It's mine. You don't have a choice here. You're not go. This is how people say you can't argue with some people because they're just above you. Some people it's like you can't talk to them. You can't make a point. You can't make them feel anything because they're like, I don't feel. You can't make me. So I win. Either way, I win because I'm not going to feel anything. Now, I understand there's a lot to do with I mean, we do live in an emotionally incontinent society. Everybody has to show their emotions all the time. But there is something for, especially on a personal level with people in your lives, you have to show some. You have to let the other person know. Maybe this other person is like, well, I mean, but look at you. Libra's presenting as this in the first place. So Libra has feelings, albeit very small and sad, but their feelings, they're there in the cup. So you're looking at them. You've got them. You're looking at them. You're playing. You're holding them. You're holding them close to your chest. So even Libra presented as the Queen of Cups right out the gate. The very first thing. So Libra, you're presenting as this Queen of Cups coming in right off the bat, and it's like you have the feelings, they're there, only even you are refusing to look at them because you're sitting on it. You're looking out, you're fighting, you're looking out there, you're not feeling anything.
Strength.
You're not actually feeling anything. All you're doing is denying that you're feeling anything. That's why I said earlier, it just looks like numbness. Because with all of this, after this Taurus card, there's the Hierophant. Look what you got. 7 Wands coming up.
The King of Cups.
Look at all this.
And the King of Swords.
So, see, this is somebody who's like, I'm in control. You're not taking me out of control. You're not going to make me feel something at all. Because that is not a control thing. This is a control freak. This is a person who's like, if I feel something, I can't control it. This is somebody who's deathly afraid of feelings, because if they let themselves feel, they will not be in control. This person feels like feeling things is completely out of control. They are mentally in control, presenting as someone who's in control. Underneath it is they're afraid. They're afraid because if you let it out, it could destroy a lot of things. The only thing is it's coming out and it's destroying stuff now, because it looks like it's destroying relationships anyway.
The Two of Rods. And this isn't meant for every Libra out there now. So more. Take heed. If it's not yours, it's not yours.
Don't take it personally, y'all.
The Four of Rods.
So we've got more 4s coming in.
Yeah, 4, 4,
We've
4.
got double 4s with these pentacles right here. These 2 kings right here is like, look, I'm just playing it close to my chest. I'm not going to.
You could have a happy environment.
I'm just going to play it close to my chest. You've removed yourself from most everything. That's what this is. That's what this is. All of this is just removing yourself from a whole lot of... I don't know if you can do that. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, sometimes we have to be strategic. We have to kind of outsmart ourselves a little bit. So if you were moving, and I mean that metaphysically, y'all follow me. If you went from this 8 of Swords, like I'm sitting there, I can't move, I'm stuck in this prison. Then you took that 8 of Cups and you moved, meaning you just kind of left all that emotional baggage behind. You just let it come off. But that wheel says that, right? That you kind of sloughed it off.
And then you got the 6 of Wands.
But then you go down here and look. Look what you've got. More vacillation, back and forth, and then 2 rods. 2 rods, you're just standing there looking out. Standing there looking out, holding it close to your chest. Looking out, holding on to it. So we're going right back up here again. Only here's a queen, here's a king. There's your 4 of Pentacles.
And one of the points here is you need to relieve yourself of the burden you're under.
Because it's nothing but emotions. This isn't...
Yeah, even if you know it's not going to change things.
Right?
It's...
you need to do something to release the pressure.
You need to work to help yourself.
Yeah. Because look what we've got. Again, more control. The strength. I mean, you do have the strength to hold it in. You do. You do have the strength to hold it in. The thing is, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? In the long run,
I think this is, the decision is entirely up to
well, because
Libra.
up here we're seeing all of these bubbling up energies and everything, and with this shadow at play and all of these, feeling like you're in prison, leaving, but then you've got this victorious card with this 6 of Wands, and right next to it again with that 7, again with strength, again with this temperance and vacillation, back and forth. I don't know, not sure. Again with trying to calm it down. Don't just plan. Don't. This is the only thing that's any actions in here are these weird energies that are coming out. Look, this is an action card. This Five of Wands is an action card. Look at the action cards you have on the table. Victorious. It's almost like you're going, ha ha, I win. You can't make me feel anything.
You know, at some point, you're going to have to go off somewhere, let off the steam.
I don't know if it'd be that easy to
and
do
accept the fact that things are the way they are, and try to find some better way of not letting it get to you than holding it in.
Holding it in and saying, no, I don't care. I'm above it all. Nobody can make me feel anything. I am just... And you know what? What's weird...
The Tower. This is what you need to do. You need to destroy...
Look at that. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
Ace of Wands, Tower.
You need to bring down all those feelings. You need to let them loose, let them go.
That's the kind of thing that you truly need to ground when you do. I mean, I hope somebody has the wherewithal, because that's a huge explosion coming out. That's not a... And that's why we say, yeah, look.
What is that?
That's 10 swords. This... Whoever's going to be in the line of fire... What I'm saying is, there is a deep, dark shadow at play here. You've run out of time. You've run out of time. This is, when it comes out, it's going to, it's not going to be pretty.
No.
This is extreme
I don't think
destruction and death.
I don't think there's anything else to be said here. This is a decision that Libra has to make for themselves. You have to decide, are you going to let the other person get the better of you, or are you going to...
Well, I don't know what you mean by person. What do you mean?
Or
I'm looking at
are.
Because, this just looks like, because we're reading for Libra, so it's like, let's look at Libra. Let's make Libra responsible for Libra's reading, and let's say whatever this other stuff, none of that stuff matters. What matters is the fact that you have become numb, and
you've
in the process,
been through so much, you've become numb. You need to find a way to let it out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At this point, it's like, when
and
it comes out,
do,
it's not, this is not something that is even when you do let it out, this is not a cure-all. I wish there was something better here, but this is something that's like I said, it's already a huge, this was just a precursor. The explosion hasn't happened yet.
So you need to do something to ward off that explosion, or accept it and
let it ravage whatever. Because look right here, it's like this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is somebody who just said, no, I refuse to play the game of life. I refuse to be part of this. I refuse to feel this. You're just not going to make me feel it. And in the process, it's like, you still generate bioelectrical chemical energy. It still goes somewhere. You still live day by day. And it just built up and built up and built up.
You need to decide, Libra, what's more important.
Your health and sanity and safety.
Your health and sanity and safety, I guess. I don't see any destruction here, but are letting yourself stay upset because of other circumstances. You have to decide what is best for you.
Yeah.
And you need to find a way to work through it. I think this is a warning telling you, find yourself a way to work through this and a way to deal with the situation in the future, because it doesn't look like the situation that caused you to get in the place you are. It will still be there. So you need to find a better way to deal with life.
This to me seems like something that's been like a really, really long time. This isn't something that's just like caused by one thing. This was a person
Oh,
who
no,
took on this
not-
way of life. Like, I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here. And there's nothing anyone or thing can do to make me move.
All right. Well, we hope this helps someone. So please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. And we hope you work through this for your own benefit, Libra. So until our next read, may your moons always be full. Bye-bye.
Bye.